Hello, and welcome to today's video. This is a book unhaul, so I'm getting rid of some books. I haven't done one of these in quite a while now, and I've just been sorting out my shelves a bit, and there's also been a few books that I've just decided I'm not interested in, and I've ended up, I'm trying to bring them closer, with this massive pile. Like, it doesn't even fit on the screen. I know that because I've already tried to take the thumbnail and that was a disaster, but yeah, I got most of them on, so it's all good. But yeah, I thought I'd just go through them basically and explain what the book is or what the books are. Some of them are like entire series I'm getting rid of, so I'll just do them in one. And yeah, why I'm getting rid of them, I guess. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 books I'm getting rid of. I don't have anything else to add, let's just get into them. So, first of all, I have these 5 books, and book the 1 is The Pretty Little Liars, and then there's books 8, 7, 3, and then the very last book. Basically a while ago I was like, oh, I should get all the Pretty Little Liars books from the different charity shops, and then I can like read them all. It's just not gonna happen. I don't actually care that much, I've realised. Yeah, I had a thought about it and I was like, I would be interested in reading book 1, but I've read it before. Like, I've read book 1 when Pretty Little Liars, the TV show, started becoming a thing, and I don't have any interest in this, and I also don't have any interest in keep looking for them and finding them. And I knew that because I've seen a few in the charity shops recently and haven't picked them up, and I was like, do you know what, that's a sign, like I'm not actually interested in doing this anymore. It was a cool idea when I had it, but yeah, I just don't care enough to do it anymore, basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm getting rid of all of them. I don't really have anything else to add. When this TV show first came out, I know I read book 1 and I think I read book 2 and started book 3 maybe, and I enjoyed them for what they were. I don't think they were as good as the show then, but my opinion on the show has also changed since then. I mean, I still really enjoy it. It's still a comfort show, it's still something I love to watch, but I'm not saying it's amazing anymore. But yeah, so those 5 I'm getting rid of. Then up next is these 2, and this is book 1 and book 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but these are just random books based on the TV show. I don't have any interest anymore. I would be really interested in rewatching the TV show now that I'm older. That is definitely something I imagine myself doing at some point, maybe like one of the Halloweens I'd binge watch it or something, but I just don't have any interest in like reading further on in it anymore. I got these probably when I was 15, 16, and at the time I was really interested. I definitely read the first book in book 1 because there's 3 books in each one. I definitely read the first one. I remember thinking it was just fine, and I think I started the second one. I have taken my bookmark out because obviously I'm getting rid of it. I think I started the second book and just never continued. So yeah, if I wasn't, when I was really into Buffy the Vampire Slayer, if I wasn't invested enough to read them then, I'm not going to be invested enough to read them now, so I'm getting rid of these 2. And then another 2 that are together are The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared, and then The Accidental Further Adventures of the 100-Year-Old Man. So both of these, and this is just books 1 and 2 of the series. This is one that used to be really popular, you used to see it everywhere, and I think it's got a really cool cover. Like, I really like the cover. I think they're very interesting, like their windows, but I don't read contemporary and I'm not interested in them, and that's the basic of it. Like, I don't really have a lot to say. Like, I haven't even tried reading them. There's also, looks like there's quite a few others written like it, so yeah, I mean, I'm sure these are someone's cup of tea, and I'm sure someone will find these at like a little library or a book exchange or a charity shop and be really excited about them. I'm not excited about them. Then another 2 that are together is If I Stay and Where She Went. This is books 1 and 2, but I believe it's a trilogy. Yeah, I've watched the movie for If I Stay. When I got the book, I hadn't watched the movie, and now I've watched the movie, I have no interest in the book. Again, I don't really read contemporary. For me to read something that's contemporary, I have to be really into it, and my interest has just been lost on it. Yeah, it's essentially, well, I don't think I can say any of that without spoiling it actually, but yeah, essentially it's an interesting premise, but I feel like the movie was fine, and I have no interest in picking up the books, and I have no clue like what book 2's about, but I don't care. Yeah, I'm not meaning to be harsh. Like, I don't feel like I'm saying a lot. I just don't have like massive opinions on these. The next book I'm getting rid of is Why Spiders Stick to Their Webs. This is just a book that I got years and years ago, and we kept it because we kept it as like a bathroom book. When we moved in here, we was like, oh, we'll have a few of these types of books by the toilet for like if people are over or if we're in the toilet. But like no one goes to the toilet without their phone now, and like even when I have gone to the toilet without my phone, I haven't been interested enough to pick these up. So yeah, it's literally just that question and 317 other everyday mysteries of science. Again, I think someone younger would be really interested and really like happy to read this. On the exact same note of that is Einstein's Riddle. This is riddles, paradoxes and conundrums to stretch your mind. The exact same as the previous book. When we moved in here, we've kept it by the toilet. We haven't ended up using it. Then back in, oh my gosh, sometime this year? No, it was last year. Sometime last year I did a video where I tried to read all of the Gossip Girl books. I purchased them all, I had them all ready to go. I managed to read the first 4 books in that video. I will link it up above. It was a fail. And in that time I've never once been like, oh, I'm really excited to keep reading. So it's time to get rid of them. For now I'm keeping the 4 books that I have read. But honestly, I didn't enjoy any of them. They weren't amazing. Like, I'd say book 1 was like interesting to read, and then after that point it just kept going downhill. I don't know. They're very dated. I'm not interested in them anymore, so I'm going to get rid of these. Oh, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here that I'm getting rid of, which I think makes sense. I think there were 11 books in total. So yeah, these are books 5 to 11. Probably not in the right order. I just got them off the shelf. But yeah, I'm just not interested. Someone else might be. I don't know. And then the next one I'm getting rid of is The Time Traveller's Wife. So this is one of the books that was on my These Books Will Self-Destruct list for this year. I started the year with 12 books on there. I think I've read a couple, I've got rid of a couple. This is another one that I'm just ready to get rid of. Yeah, I purchased this because I started watching the TV show. Not the TV show. I think there is now a TV show. I started watching the movie of this and paused it and was like, actually I think this is a book, this could be interesting to read, so I got it. I've never picked it up since then. I even 2 months in a row I borrowed the audiobook from the library and still didn't pick it up. And that for me is like, you know, I had the time, I had the resources, and I still didn't. So I'm gonna put it down. And I've also, when I mentioned this to my boyfriend, I've heard that there's like quite a creepy component to it with like this grown man visiting this child because he knows the child will become his wife, and I don't know. Obviously I haven't read it, but my boyfriend said that he'd seen the movie and it was a little creepy, so.
Okay, so when I was saying that
The Time Traveller's Wife.
when I was saying that it was weird that he goes back in time and meets his wife as a child and puts it into action.
In The Time Traveller's Wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I said that happened, I was thinking in the 2009 film, The Time Traveller's Wife, I was actually thinking about the 2013 film, About Time.
Right.
Different films.
Different films.
Different writers, different actors, same plot, the same genre.
But you haven't actually seen that one?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then this book I picked up very recently. We did another like K6 Red Phone Box book exchange video, and I picked this one up knowing that I might get rid of it, but I didn't want to stand around. It was a really warm day that we were doing it, and I didn't want to stand around and properly read it. But essentially this is the Walker's Year, and it's split up into every month of the year, and it just has bits of information about like walks and wildlife and flowers and landscapes for every month of the year. So I eventually got around to reading it. I read October's. I actually did it this month, and yeah, I decided it wasn't for me. I don't actually like it enough to keep it. I don't want to like write in it and like, you know, there's like note sections after each month for the walks that you've done. I don't walk that much. Like when we walk, we just go because we want to go and enjoy a walk and like have fun where we're going. I don't really think about it more than that. I think someone who is like a really avid walker and like it's like a main hobby for them could still get like a lot out of this book. But I think someone like me and how I just do walks, it's not doing anything for me, so I'm going to get rid of it. And then last but not least is The Beach. So I think I have a video coming, yeah, this will go up on Friday. So I have a video coming next week where I'm reading some books, and this is one of them that I DNF'd. It was really bad. I really didn't like it. I really didn't like a lot of the things that were going on in it. It's definitely aged. This came out in 1996 and it is not aged well. I couldn't find a way for myself to separate all the problematic things from the main story, so I think I DNF'd it just before 100 pages. But yeah, that video will be coming out next week, so if you do want to hear more, I go on quite a big rant in that one. So yeah, that is the last book, and those are the, I think I said 23? Yeah, 23 books that I'm getting rid of this time round. I don't know if I'll have another Unhaul before the end of the year. It's October now, mid-October, and I don't know if like before December I'll have another pile. So it might be next year by the time I come to you with another book Unhaul. But yeah, that is it for now. By the time you're watching this, all of these books will more than likely be gone, so if you were interested in any of them, I'm sorry, they are probably gone now. But I think pretty much all of these are found in charity shops somewhere, so go and support the local charity shops or look at second-hand stores online. You can definitely find them super cheap. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Do give it a like if you liked it, subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.